Hello, I'm really hoping that this is going to work, because if not, I might actually just start crying, because I've got no clue how to work OBS. So, I'm gonna do a quick little intro, because if not, I'm gonna sound really stupid. Hello, my name is Seb, or Sebastian, I don't really care. Also, you pronounced my channel name Starshna. If anyone says Starvage, I'm gonna cry. I see you. And I don't know, I'm just yapping around, I'm so nervous. So my name is Sebastian. I don't even know where to start, but I just want to make little YouTube yapping videos about my interests, because I really don't want to bore my friends. And I like talking about things I like. So hello, my name is Seb. I'm a huge history nerd for anything Soviet Marxist. I would ideally like to go into a career in games history, because, as you may tell, I love games so much. And I love my music. I love a lot of industrial metal, Britpop, VK, as we will be talking about today. Oh my god, I'm so cringy. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. And yeah, I love Outlast, Trials, Metal Gear Solid, specifically Metal Gear Solid 3, that's my favourite game of all time, Duke Nukem, Devil May Cry, whatever. I'm also a bit of an anime nerd. I really love Hetalia, Uma Musume. Again, Uma Musume, such a good anime, and one of my top games, I'd say. Yeah. So today I would like to talk about my interest in visual-kei and how I got into it. So I've got a little script on my phone, so I don't go completely off track, because I like to ramble, if we haven't noticed. So around December 2022, I got into Malice Miser. I don't quite know. I'm gonna call him Malice Miser. And I fell in love with the music. And my actual first visual-kei CD. What? Huh? I can't speak. My first visual-kei CD was Malice Miser. I still have it. It cost me a lot of money. Thank you, Makari. And I just fell in love with VK from then on. And around summer of 2023, I discovered Man Z's Spirit. At the time, they were not that significant to me, but later on, when I was at my lowest points in my life, they became very important to me. So firstly, after Malice Miser, I moved on to, as we may see in the bottom corner, Jaluka. I got into them after their cover of a Vocaloid song. Please beat me and stone me to death if I'm wrong, but I'm very sure that it was Luka Night Fever. Was it Luka Night Fever? I don't know, man. And I just fell in love with the music, and I believe my introduction to Jaluka and their music being more heavier is what would get me into Man Z's Spirit later. Following Jaluka, around a few weeks, few months later maybe, I discovered Gulu Gulu. I really hope I'm saying that right. And I love them. I was going to talk about Dead Aroma and how Risley Circus was a huge influence on me, but given the recent lie in the Yoshiatsu situation, I no longer feel that is a appropriate band to talk about, because and yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Following Gulu Gulu, everything, I met a friend online who is now one of my bestest friends. I will not name drop her, but and she got me into VK. Not got me into VK, but we got each other into more VK because she liked it. And we bonded over this, and we are now still very good friends, and we are in fact going to a concert in August together. Yay! And I was in around just the start of my higher education life. I don't want to reveal too much about myself in case people I don't know who don't know me find this. I just want to yap about things I like on here. my friends will probably only see this, so hello guys. Which I do love my friends. And around June 2023, I started to get into my Man's spirit. At this time, my mental health was beginning to rapidly deteriorate, and I would not yet know how badly this would be for me. I'd started listening to my Man's spirit more, but around late August, when I was younger, I hit the start of the lowest point in my life. I was being horrifically bullied every day at school, and it was beginning to drain the life out of me. And I remember I was on holiday with some family, and in the late August, I remember going into the bathroom of my shared hotel room with my cousin and completely breaking down. And I believe in that one day, something died in me, and I am yet to get it back years later through... Yeah. Sorry, that's a bit grim. And I remember coming out of that bathroom after breaking down for the first time. And I'm going to say this so wrong, but Spiral Agony coming on in my headphones. And at that point, I knew that my Man's spirit talked about how I felt when I could not express it in words myself or to not anyone in my life at the time. Sorry. And I kept in this bad stage for the next pretty much year of my life. When I returned to school later that year, I was being bullied worse than ever. My class was full of people who hated me. And I was being harassed every day. I am queer, and I am still alternative. And I'm gonna be so real, I was also really chopped, but through no fault of my own, which I've now got fixed, mostly. And ow, my nail hurts. And I was miserable every day. But I think around November, I had tried to myself multiple times. My parents did not know that anything was ever wrong with me. And I could not express it to them because I don't think they wanted to believe that their child at such an age was going through that. So I got more into my Man's spirit. MME made me feel seen and express how I felt in words, which I could not say myself, nor explain to any others. I remember specifically being sat in a car with my mother coming home from a blood test, and I cannot remember the song for the life of me, but it was on Nat, the album Nat, and that played, and a part of me wished that my mum would listen to the lyrics and but understand what I was going through. She did not, sorry. My lowest point in my life continued until around the July that year. My Man's spirit got me through it. Without them, I would not be here. They truly helped me, and I cannot express this enough. And I remember after a very bad time in which I had tried to harm myself, my parents had bought me the Man's spirit, I believe it was a mismatch t-shirt, and that just made me feel more helpful, oddly, surprisingly. And I continued to listen to my Man's spirit until I got help. Following that, I did not listen to VK anymore for at least 2 years, because it just made me think of that horrible time in my life. And I did not want to acknowledge truly what I'd gone through. And as of 2 months ago, 3 maybe, I'm looking back to when I wrote the script because I have been procrastinating filming this because I know my voice is not very pleasant, and I know I have a lisp and I sound funny and but recently I had come back into VK. Man Z Spirit still hold a very special place in my heart, and I am hoping that they do a European tour soon so I can go and see them, because I would not be fucking alive without these guys. And now that I am in a much better and safer environment, so I'm no longer being harassed, I have recently found more confidence to dress alternatively into more visual-kei, dry styles. And yeah, I don't really know what the point of this whole video is. I just really want to say that Man Z Spirit saved me. So did the whole visual-kei genre. And I don't think I've ever really explained this to anyone that well. And yeah, I just have such a deep appreciation for Kyuho and his prior projects, Man Z Spirit. I love Miss Ice Hop Romerton. I love Distance from You and the Stars. I think it's such a beautiful song. So do I think all of Man Z Spirit songs are, especially Bitter. That described how I felt perfectly at the time. And I've also just remembered the name of the song from Car. Absolute Darkness. The ending of that song made me want to spew up my guts in sadness. So yeah, my name is Seb, and this is my little yap channel, and today we talked about visual-kei, and in the future I would like to post more yaps about me talking, maybe showing off my collections of items. I think next episode, video, maybe, I might show and talk about my games collection, as I own every PlayStation console, and I own a PlayStation Portable and a PlayStation Portal. I'm yet to own a Vita, but right now it's not really on the cards for me financially. And I have a very large collection of games, specifically PS2 and 3, which I'd love to talk about because I love obscure or like controversial PS2, PS3 games. And some PS1 games have a special place in my heart, especially, oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. It's the, like, no Nanny Kurobi's Roly-Poly, which, like, translates to falling over but getting back up how many other times? I don't know. I'm yapping. I'm nervous. I might retake this. I don't know. I'm so scared right now. And yeah. So my name is Seb, and that was your little yap about how I got into visual-kei and how it essentially saved my life and got me through one of the darkest times in my life ever. I'm hoping that by doing this little yap, it will put into perspective more how I've changed and grown as a person, and I would like to look back on my videos within a few months, a year, and I'm currently not in the best situation mental health wise. I have gone through something not so great recently. I say recently, it was quite a while ago, but it still affects me now. And I'm hoping that by doing these videos, I will be showing to myself that I can get through things with people I love. Also, I would like to give credit to my friend's little yap channel. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it, but it's BigOIsInYourAreaor. Oh my god, I have to pull it up. I'm so sorry, I'm a nervous wreck. I'd like to give some credit to my lovely friend and his channel called, let me have a look. Oh my god, I can't find it, I'm so scared. Oh my god, help. Found it! I would like to give some credit to BigOIsInYourAreaor. He started a little yaps channel today, and it just encouraged me to get off my arse and start yapping and shit. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got loads of, like, saliva. Oh, that's so gross, I'm so sorry. But, yeah, I know I'm actually never gonna help his channel or whatever, because, like, first ever post, and I'm nervous. But, I'll link him, he's a very good friend of mine, and yeah, okay, bye-bye.